someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
That's going to be caught by Cooks. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 3 now. From the 28. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, it just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Called in by Goddard, left side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. A give to Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throwing for Hurts. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. From the 20 on 2nd down. Flush down out to his left. Oh, he's going for it again. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They run it with Saquon. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zach Bond with the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go.
From the 24. Hits his running back. Has some daylight through the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why?
1st down, here's Dak. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Another throw for Prescott. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Dallas. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 6. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts now from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. 2nd and 4. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Cowboys make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Yeah! Here we go! Like that!
Running it after the penalty. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hauled in by Lamb, right side. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Yeah!
Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go!
From the 19. Knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Yeah! What do you think?
To throw, Prescott. Catch made by Cooks. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there, it's 4th and 1. Back to throw it. That's caught beyond the marker. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here. He's throwing for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.